Hello everyone and welcome back. This will be your general weekly reading for the sign of Taurus for the week of November 17th. And at this time I would like to give a very special thank you to each and every one of you out there who have been subscribing to my channel and helping it grow and getting it noticed, and for sharing with others. And of course for all the thumbs up on all the videos that you've watched, as well as hitting that like or the hype button, sorry. Thank you for that. And of course for all the lovely comments. It really does make my day to read them, so I thank you so much for letting me know. Okay. And the Page of Pentacles, so new beginning. Trying to figure out where you want to spend some money, because you're thinking of traveling for some of you. You know, you've wanted your finances to be a little more stable, so you're looking into financial opportunities a little bit more this week. You know, how to make your money go farther. Maybe there's something you wanted to do for quite some time and were a little bit hesitant of doing it because you weren't feeling secure enough in your finances as they are. So you've now put some feelers out there and done some homework on your own, how to make your finances show you more. You know, you have a limit, you're trying to play within it, but like the rest of the world, you are also trying to help your finances be all that it can be, sort of thing. So, wow. And you're very skilled. Whether you realize it or not, when you have a desire to do something, whatever it may be, you step into it. But this time it looks like you're having a little bit of hesitation. You know, thinking about your next move. You're not just going for it. You're trying to make a very difficult decision for yourself. You're weighing the options. But right now, you're a little bit on the fence. You want to do it, absolutely. But you're holding yourself back. A little bit of, not intimidation, but just scared about your next step. So you're trying right now to answer to yourself, of course, what it is you really want. Do you want to do this or not? So you have some pretty tough decisions to make. Ooh, looks like you're offering your hand in help or relationships, you know, romantic, new beginnings, Prince Charming, somebody coming in to help you or you're going to help them. And you're very charming. You know, that's just in your nature. And you're listening to what your heart's saying a little bit more. You've held yourself back on that for a while. That might be this hesitation. You know, how far do you want to take this? How far do you want to go to see, do you get the reaction and the response back that you desire? You know, so you're asking yourself some pretty tough questions this week, especially in the realm of romance. And the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, you're definitely looking into all your hard work that you've already done. You're stuck to the routines. You've done what you had to do. You know, your finances are in good order. You're just not quite sure whether you have enough to venture out into a new commitment for some of us, or even take that first step. So you're really on the fence this week, whether you're moving forward on this romantic endeavor. So you have some pretty big questions to ask yourself. How much do you want to put your neck out here? And what will be the possibilities coming back? So you're really going deep this week in figuring out what it is you want to do. Yeah, and the Four of Cups, look at that. Talk about meditation, stepping back, looking at your prospects from all angles, financial as well as, you know, love life, home life. Because you've had things in your life, you know, as well as everybody else, but you in particular have approach things a little bit deeper. Like you're disconnecting this week in order to really ask yourself the pertinent questions. Do I step forward or stay and be content with what you've already accomplished and have in your life? Whew. So it's some big moves. Yeah, 5 of rods. So it's, you're feeling like you're in a little bit of competition, whether you are or not, but you feel you need to be more than you are, But you don't have to do that. Let the rest of them do their thing and you be you, and it will come about the right way for yourself. There's been disconnect, conflicts, disagreements, tension for sure. But you are still being you. You've stepped yourself back out of this and letting it go where it wants to go. You're having no part of this. You've decided that, your best thing to do is remove yourself from all these conflicts, disagreements, and figure it out what it is that you want next. Not getting involved with all this sort of stuff anymore. You're removing yourself from that. You don't need to do anything extra other than be you. Because you are good enough as you are, as you present yourself. And karma, love it. There's good karma coming in. The universe is helping you move forward. It's helping you in many ways to see the brighter side of your decisions and in helping you to step into your dreams, stepping out of the shadows of, doubt and all that sort of thing, and step into knowing that not only is it possible, but will be. So this is the universe helping you to gain your courage, step yourself forward, and accept what the universe has actually brought to you. And it's going to be such an enlightening prospect for yourself. It is going to help you to realize who you really are, what you really want. And as you step into this, the universe is like opening the floodgates so easy for you, helping you to move in the direction that you've already desired, but you never really took action on. You've held yourself back. You're realizing that you're a little bit scared. And I don't blame you. Yeah, look at that, the Hangman. You don't want to repeat anything. You want to know as you go forward from here on that it's the right decisions. You've had your trials and tribulations. You don't want that anymore. You're letting go of things from the past. You're moving into your own future, your desires. And you're really taking a deep look. You want to change. You want to release the negativities from your past and move into your future with more surety. So you have really looked at both sides, where you're at, what you want, what they want in some cases, before you take the next step, because you don't want to repeat. You don't want to step back. You want things to go much smoother in your future and not so much trying to figure out why things are happening the way they are. You're course correcting before you take the next step so that it's not a repeat performance. You want your future from this day forward to go not only smoother, but in the right direction of your vision. So that's a big step for you. And there it comes, the Page of Cups. Woo! Yep, there's definitely something you're going to hear. Like there's a message coming for you for possibilities of a happy beginning. This is going to be quite surprising for you because you dreamt about it, you thought about it, and it's stepping towards you. This could be new love in all dimensions. Love is love, and it's coming for you. There's no doubt about this. It's not getting sugar-coated or stepped aside. It is either you're going to do this or it's going to be done to you sort of thing. So, wow. It's going to be a very happy surprise as well. You are going to be delighted. to get this communications, this opportunity for your future. It's going to be a message that not only do you desire to hear, but it is going to light up your life. You are going to have such a smile on your face for the next week. Whew, the grin is from ear to ear, because this is something you have wanted and desired, and finally you got the green light and moving forward. Yeah, the Hermit. Yeah, taking your time. You took yourself out of the picture, out of the running, however you want to say it, and took a good, hard, honest look at what it is you truly want. You know, you're not answering the phone, you're not taking text messages. You just want to be alone. You want to go within and figure out what it is that you truly are going to do to earn the desire that you want. And that's a big decision. But you're realizing that you can tell yourself the brutal truth, good or bad, and be okay with it. So you're definitely moving in the right direction, understanding that things are changing. You're in a better place, physically as well as mentally. And once you come to that conclusion, it is going to, put the bridges down, steer you in the right direction, and you are just beginning to move forward. Yeah, look at you go. 10 of Rods, finally letting go of burdens that have not been yours. You're finally stepping on a new path for yourself, moving into the future that you desire, and letting other things take care of itself for a change. You have been helping in so many different directions within your family, your job. Always there, always the backbone, always holding everybody else up. But now you're just finally get to sit back a little bit and look at what do you have as you, watch others go about their life. Are you happy within yours is the question you've just asked yourself. And now you're realizing you want things to change. So you're letting go of a lot of burdens that were never yours, but you took on the responsibilities because you were trying to help. But you realize that limited where you are and how happy you are. So you're taking a different approach to this, laying down the burdens, letting people take responsibilities for themselves as you are for you, which will increase your health, your life, your wealth, and your happiness. So you're definitely moving on to a much better place for yourself. Look at that. And you're in alignment with it. Balance, whatever you want to call it. Time management, you're balancing things in your life. You're understanding that, this dream that you have had, desire and wanted, is on that path. So you're heading for it now. And you feel so much more comfortable this time than you were before in your past. You're feeling everything else around you is now taking care of itself. All the little ducks are in a row, which helps you to calm down and step into your future. Look at you show up. Beautiful. King of Pentacles. Feeling more financially secure, not questioning yourself so much. You're in charge of it, and you take care of your wealth very well. You've got a good business head, and you take the leadership in your own security for your future. You don't worry about others. You take care of them. But you are understanding that this is your gift to yourself for your future. So you are standing up in your power. Moving forward. Feeling much more secure in your choices. Understanding that it is time for you to take this new direction. Wow. Okay. And indecision is holding you back. Make the choice that's best for you rather than trying to please others. Feeling trapped between the intellectual and the emotional. There you go. And on that note, I will say goodbye for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will definitely talk to you again next Friday. Bye for now.